find out, Scully?
Richmond PD had 2 officers outside watching the entrance. I didn't see anybody come in.
According to the floor nurse, there were 3 men.
3? Power was disconnected at a substation 2 blocks from here. Somebody posing as a city engineer.
Somebody would have access to plans for Virginia Power so they could take it off the grid without affecting surrounding facilities.
Somebody from the government coming for Dr. Banton?
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you, Scully, but my guess is he was unsuccessful and Dr. Banton's on the loose.
That's what Detective Ryan thinks.
I just saw her leave.
She was in charge of Dr. Banton's transfer in England this morning. She's in some pretty hot water.
Well, maybe that was an appointment he's never meant to keep. So.
Where? Mulder, wait. Where are we going?
You heard what Dr. Banton said last night.
I heard him say a lot of things.
Put yourself in his head, Scully. I think the only reason he hasn't tried to kill himself is because he's afraid his death will release the dark matter.
Wait a second, it's still just theory. It's a pretty wild one.
Whether or not Dr. Banton is actually telling the truth, he believes he is.
Apparently so does whoever it is who tried to take him last night.
All that he's been trying to do since the accident is try to control this thing. If he escaped, he's going to go to one place where he can do that. I'm going to get there first.
What the hell is going on? The FBI have been looking for you. Where have you been?
There's no time to explain. Just come with me.
What's this about, Chester? You're acting crazy. Talk to me.
We found the dark matter, Chris. It's real. We found it.
What are you talking about?
Don't you understand? I'm it. It's in me.
The accident?
They're coming for me, Chris. We have to destroy this thing before they get here.
No, you can't go back in there, Chester.
Police! I'm placing you under arrest, Dr. Banton.
A lot of people will die if you do this.
Step against the wall, sir.
I'm begging you. I don't want to hurt you.
I said step against the wall. Now.
I'm sorry. Let's go. We don't have much time.
Chester!
You're doing the right thing. Lock it up, Chris. All right, let's get the accelerator online.
I'm afraid not, Chester.
You can do it, Chris.
That's good.
I can.
Cherry
Well, I'm
burner's
not.
cold.
What's that?
Cherry burner's cold.
No, Chris. Tell me you're not working.
Wish I could, Chester.
You son of a bitch!
If you're dizzy,
We don't want you to hurt yourself.
I'll die before I
you should probably
You're lightning in
have
the
a
bottle,
cup or two
Chester.
of water
We're not
and
about
put
to
on a
let you
nice
die.
jacket and go for a 20-minute or 15-minute walk or outside. Go outside 20
Chris,
minutes.
don't do this. Listen to me.
All right.
Wrong. It's a terrible mistake.
I've got it. He's not going anywhere. He's going to pick him up.
The water's cool, but it's room temp. It's been in the room temperature for a few days now. So.
Chris. Chris. What's happening?
Oh, and clean out take a wet paper towel and dig up in your noses, nostrils, both of them, and twist them really good. And then you can probably wash out your beard too with water. And then I would wait till that dried, but then go for a walk. Just go outside. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You don't have to go for a walk.
There are 11 miles between today and someday. The long-lasting 3-row Subaru Ascent will get your family there.
96% of Subaru vehicles sold in the past 10 years are still on the road.
FanDuel Casino has your chance at the #1 feeling. Winning, which ranks even higher than the 18th best feeling, saving a kid from a well. 59 years later. Find the #1 feeling winning on FanDuel Casino Reward Machine. Free to play every day with a chance at a $2,000 top prize. The chicken or the egg? The question isn't which came first. It's which comes with peanut butter. Duh.
Oh, first one's here, Mulder. That's Detective Ryan's car.
Afraid of this.
Mulder. What's that noise?
Accelerated. God, look at this.
He must have killed her and then killed himself.
This Jim has been seen from the outside.
Yeah, she still can make a fat person, but that's about it.
Agent Mulder. I thought you had agreed not to contact me again.
You lied to me.
About
Chester Ray Bannon. You knew who he was. And you used me to lead you to him.
you were the one who contacted me, Agent Mulder.
I won't be your stalking horse, or the government's.
You seem to be mistaken about the amount of control you exercise over this arrangement.
You killed Dr. Bannon.
Have you lost your mind?
A nurse at the hospital identified you. A young detective is dead because of you. Who do you answer to?
Despite my loyalty to my predecessor, I've never made you any promises.
Promise me something right now. Promise me this at our last meeting. We're finished.
You're choosing a dangerous time to go it alone, Agent Mulder. Mulder! I didn't kill him.
Mourners are invited to pay their respects to the family at the Ryan home. There you go.
I'm not sure how to feel about it. She was my student, and she came to me for help.
You know, it must be hard.
This shouldn't have happened. This never should have happened.
I'm sorry I'm late. I got hung up at the Richmond PD.
Doing what?
Missing person report was filed this morning by Dr. Morris West. He's a physicist affiliated with Polarity Magnetics.
I'm not sure I follow you.
The missing person was Dr. Christopher Davy. He hasn't been seen or heard from since Banton disappeared.
Do they have any leads on where he might be? But you do.
I've been wondering, what if it wasn't Banton we saw in the particle accelerator?
Well, if Banton's not dead, then where is he?
Dr. Davy would have been helpful to us. We'll be studying this man for a long time.
I made this.
We don't have to be out here, you know. It's not like you're still in high school. We can go to the motel.
I wouldn't want anyone to see us.
No one sees us.
It's a small town.
Why'd you all change your mind anyway?
I don't know. You're pretty persistent, I guess.
It's making me really get Joe, right?
Yes.
What's wrong right here? I'd like to set the blanket down.
Not yet.
Why not?
Because you have to catch me first.
Oh, come on now. You don't want me to chase after you, do you? Paula! Paula!
Meet Norman. He's part Jack Russell and part tornado. With the Bissell Crosswave Hydro Steam. It's part vacuum, mop, steamer, and tornado chaser. Bissell, a new breed of cleaner.
I don't know, Scully. The man's vanished. He hasn't been seen or heard from in 10 weeks.
Don't you see what they're doing here? They're wasting our time. They're sending us on some kind of a wild goose chase.
Chicken chase. George Kearns was a federal poultry inspector assigned to Dudley, Arkansas, home of Chaco Chicken.
I'm not questioning the legitimacy of the case, just their motives in assigning it to us. I mean, doesn't it bother you at all that they're trying to undermine your work?
Well, they may think they are, but on the night that George Kearns disappeared, a woman on the I-10 saw a strange fire in an adjacent field.
Yes, I read that report. She claims that she saw some kind of a foxfire spirit. I'm surprised she didn't call Oprah as soon as she got off the phone with the police.
Folk tales dating back to the 19th century from the Ozarks describe people being taken away by fireballs. They're supposed to be the spirits of massacred Indians.
Those are only legends, Mulder.
Well, most legends don't leave behind 12-foot burn marks. That photo was taken by state police in the field where the woman claims to have seen foxfire.
This could have been made by anything, a bonfire.
I thought so too. Until I remembered this documentary I saw when I was in college about an insane asylum. It gave me nightmares.
Well, can anything give you nightmares?
I was young.
They took me away. The fire demons. The fire demons wanted their pound of flesh. But, don't too fast for it. Can't let them kill you. Can't let them kill you. Oh, no, don't let them kill you. Don't let them kill you. That's no way to get to heaven. No, sir. No, sir. That is no way to get to heaven.
His name was Creighton Jones. He pulled off the road on May 17, 1961 to take a nap. They found him 3 days later so deranged by what he'd encountered that he had to be committed. The state police found his car on the I-10, right in the middle of Dudley, Arkansas, home of Chaco Chicken.
What's this, Mulder?
This witch's peg. Staking it into the ground is supposed to walk off the interference.
Can I help you folks? I'm Sheriff Aaron. I saw you back in the clerk office.
The FBI, I'm Special Agent Mulder. This is Agent Scully. We're investigating the disappearance of George Kearns.
Oh, well, I'm happy to help you with whatever I can, but I'm not sure how much there is to investigate.
Sheriff, a man is missing.
Well, we didn't find any evidence of criminal activity, and because nobody turned up, we just went ahead and filed a missing person report.
Why didn't you mention this witch's peg in your report?
Because these, built with witches' pegs. A lot of these old kill people cling tight to their superstitions.
What about the scorched area?
Illegal trash burning. I keep handing out the citations. They keep doing it anyway. It's cheaper to pay the fine and haul it to the dump.
You don't believe it's foxfire?
Sir, foxfire is nothing more than a ghost story about swamp gas. Listen, I don't know what y'all thinking, but George Kearns was passing through town ever since he got here 6 months ago.
How do you mean?
Never did fit in. Not at the plant, not even in his own home. No big secret. Kearns stepped out on his wife every chance he got.
Did he have many chances?
Let's just say George is the type of man you'd expect to go chasing some sweet young thing out of town.
Is that what his wife thinks happened?
Push comes to shove, I'm sure she does. But
You're welcome to ask her yourself.
My husband is a character that leaves something out. I always knew that about him, but I didn't have the sense to do anything about it. George left me a long time ago, right around the time I turned 40. Leaving town was just a formality.
Do you have any idea who he might be?
I don't know.
This inspection report. Your husband was about to file it with the Department of Agriculture the day before he disappeared.
I don't know anything about that.
He never discussed his work with you?
He never told me, and I never asked.
Well, he cited several major health violations. He was going to recommend that the plant be shut down.
I told you, I don't know a thing about what went on that plant.
Did your husband ever receive any threatening phone calls or anything unusual in the mail?
Sure, there were hang-ups. But I always thought it was one of his girlfriends.
I'm going to give you my phone number. If your husband tries to contact you, I want you to get in touch with me. What do you think of the reports?
This is Jess Harrell. He's the floor manager here. Yes, he's speaking with the FBI. Oh, you're here about George Burns, right?
Well, there's a possibility that his disappearance may have something to do with a report he was about to file with the Department of Agriculture.
You gotta understand that ever since he got here, George has been trying to shut us down.
And he cited multiple violations.
Oh, no, believe me. I know every one of them.
Was there any more to his claims?
Let me show you something.
We've been operating here for 50 years without any trouble with the USDA until George came along.
So he really did threaten to shut the plant down.
Oh, he tried. But we got 3 other inspectors here who consistently give us top marks. Here. See for yourself. Now, the only problem this plant ever had was George.
Problem enough to do something about?
You're suggesting any kind of unsavoriness, I guess anything's possible. But you got to understand about George, he had a bone to pick with everyone, even the federal government.
What are you talking about?
Well, he filed a big workers' compensation suit, claimed he was getting terrible headaches from his job. Line hypnosis, as lawyers called it.
Yeah, I read about that. It's caused by high-speed repetitive activity.
Well, not deny that a lot of chickens go through here every day, but we've always operated well within federal guidelines.
What happened to his lawsuit?
Most dismissed. Just a few weeks before he disappeared.
What's that?
That. Feed grinder. Chops up bone, tissue. See, any part of the bird we can't package, we process. Use its feet.
Chickens feed on chickens.
I know it doesn't sound too appetizing, but it is nutritious and cuts down on cost. The meat is cooked, then mixed with grain. The reason let all that protein go to waste. You'll have to excuse me, I got a shift change. Okay.
So, Mulder, are you ready to admit they set us on a fool's errand?
The fool would persist in his folly. He would become wise, Scully.
Now, whether George Kern skipped town or somebody killed him, this case could have been handled by any agent under the Kansas City office.
I'm not so sure about that. We're federal agents.
Everyone, stay calm. Don't hurt him. Just tell us what you want. Don't get excited. Just calm down. Stay calm. We don't want anyone to get hurt. We can talk this thing out. Why don't you give me the knife? You okay? Do you have any idea what might have prompted her attack?
None at all.
No reason to believe it took strange behavior.
All stable, well-liked. I can't even begin to imagine what brought this on.
How about you, Dr. Randolph? Do you have any ideas?
If you're done with me, I got work to do.
Come by tomorrow, let me take a look. Make sure it's not infected.
Sure.
Paula came by last week complaining of persistent headaches. She'd suddenly started getting irritable, unable to sleep.
Were you able to determine the cause?
I'm just a staff physician here. I don't usually treat anything more difficult than a hand injury, so I'm a little out of my depth when it comes to psychiatric matters.
You didn't find anything physically wrong with her?
Sent her to county for a brain scan and an EEG. Both came back normal, so I just assumed that her condition was stress-related.
Could it have been line hypnosis?
Like I said, I'm not qualified to make that diagnosis.
But you can tell us whether George Kearns came to you with any similar complaints.
They presented similar symptoms, yeah.
How did you treat them?
I treated them both with pain medication, codeine.
Well, I think an autopsy on Paula Gray would clarify things.
I'm afraid I can't authorize it. You'd have to speak with Mr. Chaco.
Why? You're a physician.
Yeah, but Mr. Chaco was Paula Gray's grandfather and her legal guardian.
Mr. Chaco?
Feeding these chickens. Helps me clear my mind. They're perfect creatures, you know. We eat their meat, their eggs, sleep on pillows stuffed with their feathers. Not many people I know are as useful as these chickens.
I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. We realize this is a difficult time for you.
You want to conduct an autopsy on my granddaughter. Why? You think Paula had some kind of disease that made her act that way?
Well, that's what we're hoping a post-mortem will determine.
Thought your business here was George Kern's disappearance.
It is, but we suspect that might have something to do with what happened to your granddaughter.
How?
We're not sure yet, but it's possible they may have both suffered from the same neurological disorder.
You know, when I came here after the war, Dudley was just a patch of dirt. I built that plant and put my whole family to work there. We made this town one of the biggest chicken processors in the nation. We couldn't have done that with troublemakers and layabouts.
I assume you're talking about George Kearns.
Men like George Kearns don't build things. They tend to tear them down.
Then you're aware of his recommendation to close down your plant.
You know, living a long life is a mixed blessing. You spend your youth trying to build something for yourself and your family and your community, only to watch it all taken away from you at your old age. Still, I'm not ready to die just yet. You go do your autopsy on Paula. I want to know what happened to my granddaughter.
I think we've got something here, Mulder. Take a look at this.
What am I looking at?
It's a specimen from Paula Gray's brain. She suffered from a rare degenerative disorder called Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It's characterized by the formation of sponge-like holes in the brain tissue.
Why didn't they show up on any of her charts?
Short of an autopsy, it's a very difficult disease to diagnose. Outside of a textbook, I've only seen infected tissue once, and that was back in medical school.
Could this be the reason she attacked Jess Harrell?
Absolutely. Victims of Creutzfeldt-Jakob suffered from progressive dementia, severe seizures.
Is it fatal?
This girl would have been dead in a matter of months.
Except that Paula Gray was no girl. This is her personnel file, Scully. Check it out. It says here that Paula Gray was born in 1948, which means that this woman, Chaco's granddaughter, was 47 years old.
There's got to be some kind of a mistake.
Let's find out. Her birth certificate should be on file at the Seth County Courthouse. Who knows, Scully? This could turn out to be even more interesting than Foxfire.
The odds that Paula Gray and George Kearns had the same disease are practically non-existent. Creutzfeldt-Jakob can be hereditary, but it's not communicable. That two unrelated people in the same small town would contract the same rare disease is...
A lot more likely than Paula Gray being 3 years shy of her 50th birthday.
Oh, look out!
Call an ambulance. I'll try to get the driver out.
This is Federal Agent Scully. I'd like to report an accident on County A7. Just got off the phone with Dr. Randolph. She said this driver had the same symptoms as Paula Gray and George Kearns.
You're saying this is a third victim of Creutzfeldt-Jakob? You just got through telling me that 2 cases would be statistically impossible.
Well, they would be. I just came up with a tip here.
Ooh, listen.
We saw the feed grinders at the plant. What if somebody put George Kearns' body in there? Creutzfeldt-Jakob is a prion disease, which means it could have been passed on to the chickens and in turn anyone who consumed them.
So anyone eating chickens out of Dudley would be at risk?
Well, it's possible. You know, sometimes in England they'll incinerate cattle to keep them from passing mad cow disease on to people.
Yeah, but chickens from Dudley are shipped all over the country. If what you're saying were true, we'd be seeing an epidemic, not just a few.
Right now, it tastes like the cherry coke.
Sheriff?
Cherry. In the frost, what do you call it? Frosty?
What's wrong with this water?
Smoothie. Run off from the blood. Stick to blood.
Was this river searched after George Kearns disappeared?
Are you kidding? Talking about a needle in a haystack.
Well, I'd like it dragged as soon as possible.
Why would you want to do that?
See what's in there.
Well, listen, that's a filthy job, and I don't particularly want to do it unless I know what it is you're looking for.
Hopefully nothing. Look, Sheriff, if you don't want to do it, I can get some of my men down here to do it.
I'll do it.
Mulder.
Oh, it's just a hunch. I mean, if George Kearns didn't just run off, if he was murdered for that inspection report, then his body's got to be somewhere.
We closed the spillway and the water level dropped. They came up with it almost immediately. Did you find currents? Maybe you better see for yourself.
Sheriff Irons is outside. They're still pulling bones from the river.
Well, so far I've been able to isolate 9 distinct skeletons. This one belonged to the late George Kearns.
How do you know?
The pin and his femur. According to his medical file, Kearns broke his right leg 4 years ago.
What about the others?
Well, I'll need more sophisticated equipment to be certain, but I estimate that some of these bones are as much as 20 or 30 years old. All of them share one strange detail, though.
They seem to have lost their heads.
Well, besides that, the older bones show signs of decay and surface abrasion, just like you'd expect, but for some reason, all of them, even Kearns's, are smooth and buffed at the ends.
It's almost like they've been polished.
Well, it could just be from the erosion from the water, but...
Yeah, that water had hardly any current. This level of erosion wouldn't be confined to just the ends of the bones.
Any theories?
Maybe.
Meet Noodles. She's part short hair, part tabby, and part ninja. Meet the Bissell Crosswave Hydro Steam. It's part vacuum, part mop, part all-in-one steam cleaner. Oh, and part Ninja Nemesis. Every purchase saves pets, like Noodles. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
Doris,
Is it true? Just tell me.
Doris, I want you to listen to me.
They found him, didn't they?
Well, we brought up quite a few remains at the river this afternoon, and George's were among them. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm really sorry. It's going to be all right. Don't worry, Doris. We'll take care of you. Doris?
Gee, new schedule?
Yeah.
feeling you're not here to check up on my neck.
We found bones in the river.
Well, I heard.
Did you also hear that Clayton Walsh came down with the symptoms? That's 4. It's getting worse with every day that goes by.
Someone has to tell Mr. Jacob.
He knows what's happening. He's just not doing anything about it.
Maybe I should talk to him.
You can try.
I will talk to him. He'll listen to me.
And if he doesn't?
I had Danny run a check on all missing persons last seen within a 200-mile radius of Dudley. In the last 50 years, 87 people have disappeared near here. And judging from the forensic evidence, I'd say the same person or persons was responsible.
It may have been the work of some kind of a cult.
Scully, I think that the good people of Dudley have been eating more than just chicken.
You think these people were eaten?
These bones. They've been polished at both ends, suggesting they were boiled in a pot. Anthropologists have used similar evidence to prove cannibalism among the Anasazi tribe in New Mexico.
Well, then Paula Gray may have contracted Creutzfeldt-Jakob by eating George Kearns.
That could begin to explain her youthful appearance.
What are you talking about?
Some cannibalistic rituals are enacted with the belief that they can prolong life.
Cannibalism is one thing, but increasing longevity by eating human flesh.
Well, think about it, Scully. From vampirism to Catholicism, whether literally or symbolically, the reward for eating flesh is eternal life. I don't claim to know how it works, but we both saw Paula Gray.
We never confirmed the date of birth on her personnel files.
I think the records of the courthouse will tell us how old she really is, and if anybody else in Dudley is lying about their age. You coming?
You gotta do something about what's happening, Mr. Jacob. People are getting scared. What do you make think?
They're losing their faith, is what it sounds like.
It's getting hard to hold on to the way things are going. 3 more gotten sick since yesterday.
I lost my granddaughter in this case, so don't tell me what we're up against. Now, I said I'd handle it.
I know you.
Yes, I need to see Mr. Jacob.
Oh, Doris.
I can't do this anymore, Mr. Jacob. I can't keep lying.
It's all right. Jess told me what happened. You have nothing to worry about.
So they're going to think I did it.
No, they won't think any such thing.
But I did.
No.
I helped.
It was no good, Doris. He had no values. He didn't fit in here.
But he was my husband.
That was a price you had to pay. And you knew that from the beginning.
With those FBI agents.
This town wasn't built in a day. It's not about to fall apart in a day. No, you're a part of us now, and we're going to take good care of you. Now, I want you to go home, get some rest. You've got a funeral to go to. This whole thing will blow over soon enough, and you'll wonder what all the fuss is about.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. We all understand, Doris. Good night. She'll be fine.
She's not stable.
She's one of us now, part of our town.
Unless we do something about her, there won't be any town left to speak of.
No. But once we start turning on ourselves, we're no better than the animals. It's the FBI we should be worrying about. They're the real problem.
Someone's been playing with matches.
Smells like a recent fire.
I bet it's no coincidence it only hit the birth records.
You think someone was expecting us?
Mulder.
It's Doris Kearns. I'm in my house. I need to speak with you right away.
Are you all right?
Afraid for my life. I'm afraid he'll kill me.
Mr. Chaco.
All right, Mrs. Kearns. I want you to stay in the house and lock the door. And don't answer the door until Agent Scully gets there.
Where are you going?
Take Jacob into custody.
Meet Noodles. She's part short-haired, part tabby, and part ninja. Meet the Bissell Crosswave Hydro Steam. It's part vacuum, part mop, part all-in-one steam cleaner. Oh, and part Ninja Nemesis. Every purchase saves pets. Like Noodles. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
Mrs. Kearns? Mrs. Kearns? Mrs. Kearns?
Mr. Chagoin?
I'll see if he's still awake.
But Mr. Checo is unable to see you now.
Do you know what's in there?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Can you open it?
I don't have the key. What do you think you're doing?
Scully.
Scully, Checo's not here.
Yeah. Mrs. Kearns is missing too, Mulder. I think someone's been here. The power's been cut and the back door was wide open when I got here. But her car is still not back.
Checo must have taken her. Scully? Scully? Scully, what happened? Scully, you there? You all right? Scully? Answer me. Scully!
What have you done here? I warned you. I said not to touch her. Doris Kearns was one of us. Who's behind this? Why didn't you listen to me? The outsiders we have to deal with, not one of our own.
We'll deal with them all.
Look at yourselves. Look at what you've become. This isn't faith anymore. It's just fear. You turned this into an abomination.
You brought in the outsider who made us all sick.
Once you turn on yourselves, it's over. How long before it's any one of us? Any one of you?
That's not your problem anymore, Mr. Checo.
No. No.
Get me. And you kill us all.
Bring her over.
You hurt? You all right?
Pending further review, the Chaco processing plant has been closed by the USDA. So far, no evidence of contaminated chicken has been detected. Though it remains unknown how many citizens participated in the ritual activity, 27 have become fatally ill with Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. What is known is that a transport plane carrying Walter Chaco was shot down in 1944 over New Guinea. Chaco was the only survivor of that crash. According to naval records, he spent 6 months with the Jaule, a tribe whose cannibalistic practices have long been suspected but never proven. Naval records also show that Walter Chaco was born in 1902, making him 93 years old at the time of his death. As of this date, his remains have yet to be found.
And he didn't get a brain disease?
Where are you going?
Driving. We'll be back in hours.
Eric. Leave the snakes alone today. They'll be angry and afraid. Dina Hosan Hiteshna Gi. Hitesha Yahasnigo Hatta. He said it should be returned. They will be coming.
I need to find my card.
What card? What card? I don't know.
Oh, now I remember.
When I think about purpose, I don't know if St. Jude donors realize the magnitude of what they are doing. Their donations are funding the research. The research is allowing the treatments to happen, and those treatments provide cures. And the cures are allowing patients to get to grow up and live amazing lives all around the world.
Cosa c'era, Antonio?
Qualcuno è entrato nel documento di MJ.
Ma chi ha fatto una cosa del genere? Chi?
Non lo so.
これはどなたから聞きましたか？皆様に伝えてありました。
Ja, ich verstehe vollkommen. Nein, das ist deren Problem. Die müssen die Sache sofort erledigen. Sie sind mit der MJ-Akte vertraut?
Ja. You got a great song. That was the phone call I never wanted to get.
What are you doing here? Three Stooges.
I don't think we've been followed.
Won't follow you.
Multinational Black Ops Unit. Codenamed Garnet.
Trained killers. School of the Americas alumni.
You boys been defacing library books again?
They don't want us. They want him.
Kenneth Suma.
We think that's his real name.
You've heard us refer to him as the Thinker.
You do.
Hacked into the Defense Department computer system.
What?
The Thinker's an anarchist and a snoop. Whatever he got into has made him a very wanted man. Customs and immigration are on full alert. Every port of egress is closed.
What did he come in to me for?
In his last communique, the Thinker named a meeting place and a 3-hour time window. He asked specifically for you.
The only problem is he may already be dead.
She just shot her husband. Married for 30 years. She went crazy.
Everybody go back to your apartment. We'll handle this.
Here it is.
I don't want you to know my real name. I just don't think it's that important that you know.
Sounds like the line I used in the bar once.
I'm sorry about the wait, but I got this ninja party shaking my butt.
What? What do you got?
Well, if I'm correct, I got the original Defense Department UFO intelligence files. Everything from the 1940s and up.
Everything.
Everything. Roswell, MJ-12, and beyond.
You've read them.
Not entirely. I downloaded all I could, and then I split. I mean, I knew that these guys were going to be after me.
What makes you think they know who you are?
I didn't take any precautions. I mean, I didn't even expect to get inside.
Now, they've always denied that these files even existed. What do you want from them?
I want the truth. I want you to promise that those rat bastards answered the people.
Go upstairs looking for you.
Come in and lock the door.
Oh, this one.
Are you familiar with the Ten Commandments, Scully?
You want me to recite them?
Just number 4, the one about obeying the Sabbath, the part where God made heaven and earth but didn't bother to tell anybody about his side projects.
What are you talking about?
The biggest lie of all.
What is this?
The grill. The original Defense Department files. Hard evidence that the government has known about the existence of extraterrestrials for almost 50 years.
Where did you get this?
Your friendly neighborhood anarchist. Don't believe this. This is just gibberish. I'm sick of this crap. BS and double talk.
Mulder, this may not be gibberish.
It's a joke, Scully. It's a bad joke.
I think it's just encrypted, and I think I recognize it. It looks like Navajo. It was used during World War II. My father told me that it was the only code the Japanese could break.
What are you looking for?
I'm just, Can you find out?
Trying to do a trash? Oh, nice.
Mulder. Are you okay?
Just having a sleep.
At St. Jude, the mission is something that everyone can really get behind. I would love to be able to end childhood cancer. It's a research where they share all the things that have really great outcomes for children. So that is something that is completely invaluable that they are giving. For just regular people donating. And I think it's cool to be able to make a difference in someone's lives in a way that is meaningful.
Ever wonder how the way you start your day can make all the difference? Tired of waking up struggling with congestion? Without Neomed's sinus rinse, you are likely to battle with nasal congestion, impacting energy levels and overall well-being. The choice is clear. A great morning starts with Neomed's sinus rinse. Now I can't imagine starting my day without it. All natural sinus relief.
In your home, water is at the heart of everything you do. That's why ColorBank has worked for nearly 90 years with better, safer water in every room, every day. With our commitment to unparalleled service, industry-leading scientific expertise, and uncompromising sustainability, we've created life-enhancing water solutions that transform choices. Wherever you need it, with ColorBank.
About? Why? Is it a jerk off sign where I end up doing the government's dirty work?
It's about reading sensitive files. We're gonna do that.
Six.